tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And out signal caller.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll run on first down. It's Owens. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The 28-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd and 7, Hill eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down now, it's Owens. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Leading the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the air now with Hill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, Owens. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping. Someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, it's Owens. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Yeah, he's going to keep it here. Pushing his way through. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following the fumble recovery, Hill. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing with the play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Play fake. Hill. Oh, it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Sack. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Rams 7, Eagles nothing.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run with Sanders, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hill looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
At the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Oliver. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 34 on the
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Second and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. From the left side, complete. That's Hawkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running back.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 15-yard
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play at a time.
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Steele. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
30, the ball carrier. Brought down behind.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Complete to number 87.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Number 46.
After the incomplete incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Hill now after the interception. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Eagles 3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs as they'll square off against the L.A. Chargers. Later in the afternoon, one of the games to spotlight will be at...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The 39-yard.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And pressure gets to him again.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 4th down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, look at that.
Look at him turn.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First down, Owens. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
The ball carrier.
Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a second.
This is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down.
To throw is Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 yards.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 8 yards.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Wentz now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The score, Rams 17, Eagles 6.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Owens. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Wentz now on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. That's into the hands of Edwards. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
2 yards on the play. First down, Eagles.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows the blitzers to get there.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 49.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations. And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He finds Brown, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Jake Elliott on for the...
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
The score, Rams 17.
Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And the hands team for the Rams
Rams able to secure the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to make.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he'll bang that one through. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 15. A little over 80 ticks to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. Now we're going to stop it here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Complete to number
throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact.
And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them. and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia. The offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
Throw it opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
But yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The ball carrier. Tonight.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Los Angeles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas.